Okay, so in this video we're gonna solve npm error code encountered refuse. You know what, let's just start it. So this error is like IPv6 and it takes me like 2.5 hours to figure out what's going on npm. If you're like install n8 how you gonna say it, n8n like this, and you try to install it, you're gonna get some error. Like if you're using like IPv6, IPv4, we're not ready on going to IPv6 as standard for development. It's so hard, and there's so many like tutorial on IPv6. If you're like environment using IPv4, it's like stable version and you got error. You know what, let's just start it. So you're gonna get error like this, like address like that. This is a IPv6 port like 443, and what the fuck is this anyway? So if you're like saying it's IPv6, right, they're not using a port forwarding or NAT and in IPv6. So I don't know what type of error it is on npm. So in how you gonna solve this thing, so you're gonna go on your router and advance. If you're like TP-Link, it depends on what type of, how you gonna say it, of router you're using. So you're gonna go to IPv6 and disable it. So if you're like trying to connect on Ubuntu server for PATI, like you're gonna see your IPv yung B4 and IPv6 address when you like SSH to that server. So basically how router and ISP works, like you're gonna give you a IPv4 and on, I don't know how this works on in different type of ISP. So there's nothing I can say. You can just disable it, the IPv6 given to your device, and you can actually access your Nginx Apache 2 using IPv6. And if we're not ready yet on IPv6, so I cannot talk about Cloudflare and DNS using IPv6 and IPv4 and something like that. And in order to fix this, you turn up your IPv6 on this one. So if I turn this on, this device is gonna get an IPv4, and they call it dual band anyway. So some networking, I'm gonna say it, let me pull some YouTube, dual stack I guess. So dual stack IPv4 and IPv6. So this is it. So dual stack. So everyone's like talking about this. You should learn this thing and this one and so on. So like I told you, if your router have this like this, or you can check your Ubuntu server, like it have a IPv6 or something like that, turn that up and you're gonna bypass the error for this one, npm error code refuse. So and yeah, see you next video.